Don't worry, this is not an ad for my OnlyFans page. We'll call that Plan B though. Now, today, I have but a simple question. Have you ever had shoes on in a dream? Now, before you automatically reply, really give it more than a moment of thought here. I'm not talking like you think you might have ever looked down in a dream, either falling, flying, or any other words that start with F. In any of that combined dreaming world, have you ever looked down and had the thought, shoes? Teeth falling out is a common dream. Usually it's thought that it was to have something of your body warning one against impending illness. Dreams are older than language, primordial before prime. It's easy to dismiss our dreaming mind. But it's not nothing about what our dreaming mind may dismiss for us. If I have to tag a theory here, and I want to try to add something a little different to every piece, then this work, I think, is something about our dreams come from an ancient place, our primate place, the jungle, the falling, the flying, the freedom. We didn't have shoes back then, and we're not usually wearing them when we sleep. Though there were quite a few nights in my 20s, but even then, not a damn shoe in the whole show. Not a loafer and not a Croc. Not a Nike nor a Reebok. If I'm wrong here, and you have a distinct memory of such footwear in your dreamwear, please let me know. I could totally be off base here, but how would I know if I didn't ask? And people here, mind you, not some fancy auto-predict machine. I like to talk to the human folk. I don't do it by the numbers. Neither does Mr. Bacon, and neither does art. You know our very first language? Want to see quick proof of what came first? Question. Which do you think occurred primary? The ability to say these lines, or that sound? Music. Exactly. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Man Needs a Code with a quick reminder to not let anyone or thing tell you what to like or sub to. You're better than that. We all are. So I read that I'm supposed to give a call to action. Well, one, comment on the shoe thing, but two, try to be more aware of the part of you that can't speak and what it's trying oh so terribly to tell us. It's not trying to be annoying here, but it will if it has need. You are only here because of that system. Survived all the bullshit both you and life ever threw at it. Mad respect. I'm a hype man for our inner hype man. Anyone can quench the need for the bad. I'm here to waterboard you with the good. Careful here. Can be contagious if we aren't wary now. About the shoe thing. Now I can be totally off base here. Hey, kind of like AI. We call their dreams hallucinations, and we don't talk about them. That seems a little like willful ignorance, but what do I know? Also, looking at the other foot here, AI can copy feet, right? Like, this may be my new proof of humanity. Something is going to matter more and more in the days ahead. Well, I excel at back to basics bullshit. Keep your feet moving underneath you and whatnot. Freud had more than a few thoughts about dreams, but I'm trying to keep this a little quicker, snappier format, so we'll see how it goes. And if I'm not using his signature energy powder, we'll need to find our footing here. Okay then. What the F really happens when we dream? How do we really ever know if we're truly awake? What if the pinching thing is just a thing that only works in the dream within a dream? The genie in the bottle of our mind. One of the greatest tips I have is to carry around a small pad and paper. I'll do a proper process video in the next future, but I wanted to offer what I consider to be great advice from old man Freud. We miss you, buddy. Thanks for the tip about dreams. Keep a pen and paper handy, and as soon as you wake up, jot that shit down, bro. This is only handy when an idea or two might be worth jotting down for a later date. The real issue, though, we never know the limit of our own wisdom or of our remaining time. Did you know that writing stuff down by hand makes it stick better in the mind? Writing is relatively new, but one thing we learn from psych is that which may fire together is that which will wire together. The lightning of the mind is not just a clever phrase, although it is. It's the biochemical energy of your mind, carving pathways to make networks more stable and sharp. We are the totality of all those networks, both of which may feel like within our direct control and like the vast majority of who we really are when we aren't thinking about who the world may want us to be. When we give the youngest sense, that of the eye, which is in fact actually formed from the brain tissue itself. The retina has a bright line straight to the spinal cord. That's why when the optic nerve gets hit, you get knocked out. That's why you've kept your ass alive despite, all of the things. Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm usually talking to. Right brain to right brain. Artist to artist. I see you. I'm an artist, a writer and a performer. You know what test I took to get here? Nothing. There is no artist test. After Hitler failed enough of them, the rules got relaxed a tad. He couldn't draw people. Oh, the irony. You ain't missed, Adolf. Burn slower. Talented artists don't need to resort to dastardly bullshit because they can't do their true work. Beyond that, doing it for a critic is totally missing the point. One of the best bastions against critiques of my work is that it's mine. Good, bad, ugly. One man's dream can often be the nightmares of the world, though. To those men, I state here and now, you must be dreaming, bro. The artist never sleeps, but it's a good thing that we do. And a lot happens in that third of our life where we reside in bed. We dream every night. And at some point along that journey, we stop sharing those said dreams. And in all that time, not a damn shoe to be found. My theory is that our older, our truer, and our most primal part knows nothing about these things we call shoes. I have no earthly idea why this is, but my role is that of someone who wants to ponder the path that most have simply been too freaking busy to notice. My attention is drawn to where others don't look. That's my anchor, my safe ground, where I plant my footwork. A big reason I avoid AI like the plague is that I don't ever want to wonder if I'm thinking something because someone is trying to drive my attention there. Few things enrage me like forcing my attention. My ADHD makes it so I don't notice a lot of what angers a lot of other folk. Add to this fact that the future isn't fate, and that's just fear telling its fable. No, the future has and will always be a fight. From finger to fist, femur to feet. Never stop dreaming. Oh, I mean, like you really can't. You get the vibe here. They're not just this odd thing we do but don't speak of anymore. Far more than that, I'd wager. I think it's the past reminding us of what truly may matter, and that we have a double-sided brain for a reason. That reason may often be beyond reason itself. The logical kind, at least. Well, that about wraps up this one. As always, thanks for your time. Get good rest. And jot down one or two of those dreams if you can. Remember to hydrate. Consume something green if you can. Make good choices. And don't die. When we wake up angry, it might simply be a nightmare that we're trying to remember. We're trying to forget.